We often hear people say that we are the average of the five people we spend the most time with, but nobody tells you how to actually level up the five people you hang out with. And coming from a background where I had over 40 friends at the beginning of high school to getting out of high school with only 3 to 4 friends, I know how hard this process is, the process of cutting out the toxic people, the toxic friends, because they're not actually friends that hang around you. And even though you don't consider them friends, you need to cut them out because they still have an influence over you. Even if you don't recognize it, you hang around too much with the alcoholized person, the person who drinks all the time, and you'll start drinking if that's the only person you hang around with. So influences are very important, and if you want to go to the top, you need to have good influences in your life, people that push you past your limits. So today in this guide, I want to show you exactly the steps I took and that you can take to identify who the toxic people are in your group and how to cut them off. So let's jump straight into it. So for toxic friends, we mean people that drag you down instead of pushing you up to become the best version of yourself. People that are toxic for your growth. And the most common indicator that they are toxic people are that they don't want you to be better than them. They are jealous or in general greedy. They don't have goals or aspiration. They go around life with nothing. They just wake up in the morning. They don't know what to do, what to work towards. They only most of the time look towards partying, or they have toxic habits such as smoking, drinking, taking drugs. And one of the most important factors of toxic people is that they're immature. They don't take you seriously. They don't take anything seriously. They can't have a serious and deep conversation. So this said, let's jump straight into the steps you need to take to identify them and cut them off. The first step may sound simple or stupid to you, but it's actually very important, which is to think about your goal. If you don't have a goal, you can't understand the type of people that can push you towards that goal. And so the first thing you need to do is to have a clear goal in mind. For example, if your goal is to get a better physique, going to the gym more often, get in shape, make more money, or anything like that, you need to have it clear in mind. So first step, get crystal clear about your goal. Step number 2 is actually the first test of the guide, because you're gonna have to test the people around you. You're gonna have to test your friends. In this case, we want to test them the maturity and their mentality. And so this is what you gotta do. Next time you hang around with them, you're just not doing anything. You're just talking about maybe stupid things. You need to jump into a serious conversation, serious and deep conversation, to understand if they're mature enough to hold a conversation with you. So ask questions such as, what's your goal in life? What do you want to become? What are you working on right now? What's the thing that you want to achieve by the end of the year? Anything like that that turns the conversation into something serious. And now you gotta study their reaction. If they laugh, make jokes, laugh at you because you asked that question, that stupid question, ha ha ha, okay, cut them out. You need to take distance from them because they're not mature enough for where you want to go. They don't have any goal in mind. That's a big indicator of this, that they don't have any goal in mind. They don't look toward anything. They're not ready for you. Okay, so you need to distance from them. And I'm saying you never have to speak to them again, but you can't spend more than an hour a week with them. You can't spend more than an hour a week with them. And instead, the guys that will gonna be are gonna be serious about it and will answer you with actually goals and some good questions, serious with reasoning, are the ones you have to keep staying in touch with. So this is step number 1. Who went through the test number 1 now has to go through test number 2. So they need to somehow push you towards your goals. So you need to talk to them about your goal. if they were capable of having a serious conversation, they should be capable of being serious while you talk about your goal. So what you want to do now is tell them your goal. So say, right now I'm working on getting in shape. I really want to get in shape. This is what I'm doing right now. I think I can get there by the end of 2023, etc., etc. Now they can either say, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'm with you. I want to get in shape with you," and that's the best type. Okay, then they might say, "Oh, okay. Instead, I want to do that, but I'm totally good with your idea, and you can do it." Okay, this is option number 2. 3. Man, I don't know. I mean, I don't think if I would do it, but still, if you want to do it, I'm with you. Go ahead. I think you can do it. All right. This is option number 3, and then there's option number 4. What are you talking about, man? Come on now. There's no way you can do that. Don't even try. So option 4 is clearly an indicator that they're jealous of you, or they don't want to see you succeed. So they're mature enough, they do have goals, but they do not want to see you succeed. So inevitably, cut them out. 1 hour a week for them too, max. And if you can, all together. So in 1 hour you get them out of the way, because they don't want you to see you succeed. Why would you hang out with them, right? And now we find ourselves in this situation where we went from having 30 friends to have 3 friends. I'm not saying those are not friends anymore. You know them. You can still talk to them. Okay? But these are the 3 to 5 people you want to spend the most time around with, because they're going to support you. They're going to, even though they don't have your same goals. I'm not saying you have to find someone with your same exact goals that also need to be your business or gym partner. I'm not saying that. They just need to be quality people, people with goals, aspiration, mature. So I hope you find this helpful. Hope it's gonna help you separate yourself from low quality people, get in touch with higher quality people, and spike and boost your way to the top, because that's what good friends do. They boost and accelerate your way to the top and your growth. See you in the next video.